All right, Aztec Nation, homecoming is this Saturday. It's the Sons of Montezuma back here on YouTube, and today we want to just give a little quick analysis of the game against Washington State. Of course, the Aztecs, San Diego State, Washington State this Saturday, 7:30 p.m. kickoff time Pacific, of course, because this is future Pac-12 opponents. And surprisingly, these guys have only played each other twice before in history. So today joining me is none other than Bryant Thursby. You can find him at BryantMV96, and he's been covering the Aztecs for us at sonsofmontezuma.com. He's got a 3 keys article. Bryant, what's going on, man? You excited for this game on Saturday?
Absolutely excited. I'm off work. I can actually watch this game, watch it live. Can't wait.
Well, Bryant is a football coach, one of the assistants over there at Heritage High here in Southern California. So you're used to watching some game film, breaking some things down, and being there amongst that football environment. How long you been over there, man? Explain a little bit of the work you do up there, man, helping out.
So I actually just started this year coaching at Heritage and everything. We started early in February and stuff because school's been kind of on a rough patch, new head coach and everything. So get more acclimated to the kids. Season started with 3-5, which is improvement since they went 0-21 in a 21 game stretch, which is and that, if you can imagine, that's tough. I know we have a lot of tough stuff going on with San Diego State football, but it could always be worse. It could always be worse. And we're 3-5. We have a really tough battle game that we have on Friday. Going to be battle tested up against Citrus Hill, and we win that game, we have a possibility of making it to playoffs.
All right, playoffs. All right. Well, hey man, you know exactly what it takes when having a new staff come in, then all the changes and everything going on. And we just saw Kennesaw State take down an undefeated winless Kennesaw State, took down Liberty, undefeated Liberty, the
At
first time
home, Liberty
at
was at
home.
home. They're a really good team. Liberty always has a good team. They always have a good coaching staff. They're always really good at home. They rarely lose at home. So seeing Kennesaw State, which is a struggling football program in its own, being able to go on the road and take down Liberty was impressive. Was impressive.
27-point underdog. So when we're looking at the Aztecs against Washington State, Wazoo, the Cougars, they are 2-score underdogs at home. I think the line is up to about 14.5 or so last I checked. So what is it going to take, man? You wrote this article. Everybody go check it out. sonsofmontezuma.com. Looking at this game, what are the keys that you think the Aztecs need to do to pull off this upset?
Well, there's no sugarcoating it. It's going to take a lot. It is going to take a lot to take down Wazoo. Washington State, the Cougars, they are a great team. I've watched multiple games of them live and reruns. They are a potent offense with a dynamic quarterback that can throw the ball, take his checkdowns, and can run it really well. My first key to the game into taking down Wazoo and having an upset on homecoming is getting pressure after the quarterback of the Washington State Cougars. He is very mobile in the pocket. He's very mobile getting outside the pocket, getting pressure with Trey White, who is our sack leader and sack leader in the nation with 11 sacks, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but I believe he's at 11 sacks right now.
You got it.
And we have a top 10 pressure rate in the country, top 10 sack rate in the country, just above 10% at 10.6% sack rate, which is very good for Eric Schmidt's defense. But Washington State, they will take what you give you. So if you try and play off coverage, play a little cover 6, cover 3, they will take the quick game. They will take the outside routes, the 5-yard curls, get some yards after catch. They will take what you give you. So it's going to be a very tough game for Eric Schmidt. He's going to have to do a lot of stemming, which is disguising coverages, basically. He's going to have to disguise, we're in cover 2, and then we're going to drop back into cover 6, making them think that they have the deep routes, they have the middle of the field, but then next thing you know, we got 2 safeties dropping and our cornerbacks dropping in the deep coverages. So he's going to have to do a lot of stemming there, along with getting blitz packages. We've seen him doing it a couple of times with Josh Hunter, with Chris Johnson, getting into the quarterback blitzing. We've seen it a couple of times. So I expect to see a lot of blitz packages coming from Eric Schmidt to try and get pressure on this quarterback.
I like it. Starting with the defense. This defense has been stingy. They've been opportunistic. And man, a couple near pick sixes last time against Wyoming, so hopefully that carries over into this game. Okay, what's your second key in the Aztecs taking down Wazoo?
My second key is a little bit of it's a duo. It's Sean Lewis and Danny O'Neill. Obviously, they were a duo coming over from Colorado. Big key of Danny O'Neill flipping his commitment from Colorado, soon to be Big 12 school, into San Diego State, where Sean Lewis went. Mountain West, about to be Pac 12 school. Danny O'Neill is a very talented freshman. He's impressed me a lot this year. He's had drastic improvements from the beginning of the year. You know, trusting himself to make throws deep downfield, trusting himself to throw in the tight windows that he can do. Now we just need Sean Lewis to trust him. Obviously, it seems like he's developed a little bit more trust there, a little bit more throws downfield against Wyoming. Same for Hawaii, being able to trust him. And I think if you're Sean Lewis and you haven't unlocked all of your play calls and haven't shown your complete resume, it's either this game or Boise State where you're going to have to show everything that you can do as a play caller and all the formations, all the trick plays, all the play action stuff, the RPOs out of it to try and get Danny O'Neill and Marquez Cooper in a rhythm. You have to get them in a rhythm. Danny O'Neill has to take a couple quick game routes, concepts, couple outs, couple drag routes, get him in a rhythm, get him comfortable, and get him in the flow of this game.
Really like to see the chemistry that Danny is building with some of his wideouts. And, you know, if you listen to Coach Lewis in his presser this past week, he's talking about what the defense has been giving them. So he's a big proponent. Obviously, you got to take what the defense gives you. Against Wyoming 2 weeks ago, you were hitting those long balls. And, you know, we'll have to see if that continues this week against Washington State. It's gonna be a tough battle, man. Do you think we need to give the third key away? What do you think?
I think we're going to hint at it a little bit, and I'm just going to hint at it like this. Rashad Penny was a specialist at it. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Rashad Penny, the great Rashad Penny, man. He ran for a lot of yards and
Ran for a lot of
scored a
yards,
lot of touchdowns. Scored a lot of
a lot
touchdowns.
of a lot of touchdowns. You know, offense, maybe special teams. That might be a key right there. That might be a hit.
Well, we'll see. We haven't seen too much in that area as far as touchdowns and that stuff, but it's gonna take a special effort, that's for sure, if they want to take down the Cougars. Man, how excited are you to be playing these guys? I think future Pac-12 conference mates. Like I said, they've only played each other twice in history. They beat us once. They beat us pretty bad once at home. We beat them pretty bad once in our house about, boy, almost 10 years ago now. So
Yeah.
this is gonna be a fun rivalry, little grudge match. Maybe not a rivalry, but a strong grudge match if we
Not
can
going to be a
continue to
rivalry.
play
We've
these guys.
we've faced Washington State a couple times in football. Obviously, only twice. We faced them in basketball before when Malachi Flynn was at Washington State. So we've had a couple matches here with Washington State. Haven't had any bad interactions with Washington on Twitter, X, obviously, any social interactions. So great fan base. Absolutely love what they're doing down there for the Wazoo in their football program, building it back up and everything. They beat the Washington Huskies, which obviously, as you saw last year, Washington made it all the way to the college football playoff. Now, obviously, they have a coaching change. Kalen DeBoer,
DeBoer,
went to
yeah.
Alabama, so obviously they have a coaching change there as well. So, I mean, Washington State, this is going to be a fun game. It's going to be a battle. I'm hoping to see San Diego State keep this game close because if they keep this game close, I have a lot of optimism towards this team going into the rest of Mountain West league play to maybe battle UNLV and Boise State to maybe see if we can get ourselves to that Mountain West championship game.
This game is going to determine a lot moving forward for the Aztecs. They're big underdogs, but if they can win this, if they can pull this one out the rest of the season, they got to feel really good. Bryant, thanks for the work on the article. Make sure you guys go check that out at sonsofmontezuma.com. Get your 3 keys. Bryant's 3 keys for victory for the Aztecs. Got to do this again, man. Get some more perspective on the rest of the season because after Washington State, it don't get any easier, man. Got to
Not
play
getting
Boise State.
You got UNLV, you got Boise State. They look like the top dogs in the Mountain West right now. And quick little preview. Obviously, basketball season is upon us. It's getting close. We got a little bit of a bad news today with Reese Waters and everything being injured. He was going to be my hot take of the year, saying he was going to be a first team All Mountain West member, getting Player of the Year votes. But be on the lookout for SSN_Aztecs, Sideline Sports Network. It's a page that I run. I will be having a preview for the basketball season in the coming week. Either it's going to be done over the weekend or it's going to be released just before our exhibition game or just after.
There we go. There we go, man. Aztecs, Washington State this Saturday, 7:30 Pacific here in San Diego. You can watch it on CBS Sports. Of course, listen to it on 760 locally. Bryant, thanks for the 3 keys. Let's do this again, man.
Thank you so much, Mateo. Have a great night. Go Aztecs.
Yes, sir. Go Aztecs.